Mayor Armstead?
Yes, good evening, everyone. A few announcements. I'd like to announce that there will be a NARCAM training session on December 2nd, 2019, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., the 1100 block of Summit Terrace. That's the Wilson Pond building. Again, that's a NARCAM training session, December 2nd, 2019, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., 1100 block of Summit Terrace. That's the Wilson Pond building. Basically, it's our efforts to attempt to get a handle on the opioid epidemic that we're facing in this area. The Mayor's Youth Commission and the Linden FMBA Local 34 and 234 invite Linden families to attend Linden's 4th annual Holiday Breakfast with Santa at the John T. Gregorio Center at 330 Helen Street. That's Saturday, November 30th, 2019, from 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. Pre-registration is required. You can go to www.bit.ly/Santa-Linden to register. Again, that's www.bit.ly/Santa-Linden to register. All ticket holders will enter first. Non-ticket holders will be admitted while supplies last, and registration ends on November 24th, 2019. Kids will be allowed to eat free up to the age of 12. Age 13 and over, there'll be a $5 admission. Proof of Linden residency is required. For more information, you can call my office at 908-474-8493. I'd like to also announce that we're having a turkey giveaway at the JTG Center at 330 Helen Street on Friday, November 22nd from 12:30 p.m. until 2 p.m. We'll have free turkeys for the first 75 families in need, and proof of Linden residency is required. This turkey giveaway is being sponsored by myself and Capadaglia Properties, and we're proud to be hosting such an event. As Councilman Gretchen Hickey mentioned earlier, that Capadaglia is involved with a lot of good things in our community as well. I'd like to congratulate Barry Javik, Second Ward Councilman, on his re-election. Monique Caldwell to being elected the 3rd Ward Councilman-elect. Rashana Cosby for being re-elected to 5th Ward Councilperson, and Ralph Strano to being elected to 7th Ward Councilperson. I'd also like to congratulate Garnett Blaine for his election. I've known Garnett for quite some time. I first met Garnett when he was involved with the Pop Warner football program. I just would ask that he would continue, as he always has been, courteous in his conduct. He's a person who listens, he can digest information, and I'm confident that he will do an excellent job as serving as the 8th Ward Councilperson. He's got some pretty big shoes to fill, and that of the former councilperson, Michelle Yamakaitis, and we will be here, Councilman, to give you all the guidance and direction that you need, and we just hope and pray that you take the time and digest the information, and we're very happy at the fact that we know that you're an independent thinker, and that's why we supported you from the very beginning. I'd like to take this time to congratulate Greg Martucci, Sinead Gilliam, and Carlos Rivas on being elected to the Board of Education. Of course, Greg Martucci was reelected, Sinead Gilliam was reelected, and Carlos Rivas is a newcomer. Looking forward to working with them as we continue to try to move our city forward and our Board of Education forward. I'd like to also congratulate Chief William Haskell, who has officially been sworn in as our fire chief now. We're looking forward to working with Billy Haskell. Again, I've known him for several years. He's the right man at the right time for this job, okay? Earlier today, we discussed low-income housing and our low-income housing responsibility. I just want to make everybody aware of the fact that, yes, we do have a number of developments that are occurring right now, and this city has met its Mount Laurel obligation, which we refer to as our low-income or moderate housing responsibility. I want to reassure the citizens of Linden that as much as we're doing developing in this town, that we are also looking at potential low-income housing that will probably be required as we continue to build out in this town. So I want everybody to know that, and as much as we have a plan to develop Linden and put high-end real estate in this town, that we are equally as committed to making sure that we meet our obligations for low-income housing, and we do have a plan, and when that plan is unfolded, you'll see we're doing this, it will be the same as everything else. We're going to do the best possible job that we can for the residents of our city. And the devil will be in the detail when we start announcing our plans to move that particular aspect of our housing forward. I also wanted to mention, I received a call earlier from Councilman Brown. One of his sons is not feeling well. He could not make it to the meeting. So we thank Councilman Brown for his service as a councilman. Also want to mention that yesterday we had our veterans, our Hometown Heroes event, and let there be no mistake made here, Councilman Brown was the one who spearheaded this effort last year, and he followed through again this year. It's a great way to honor our veterans who gave their lives, many of them, and to see, so we could be here today. A lot of veterans were at the event yesterday who are still alive, but there are many who are no longer with us. Yesterday's event was particularly special to me as my best friend from high school and as a child, Charles James. He was also honored yesterday as a veteran. He was a Marine. He just passed this past summer, so you know, it was a special event for his family, and especially for me. We grew up as almost like brothers coming up in this town. I'd like to also say Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Councilman Blaine, I just want to correct you. This is my first night to correct you, okay? There's not just one fox. There's two of them, okay? Because both of them were in my backyard 2 nights ago. So everybody being aware, not just one fox, there's 2 of them. I don't know whether they're a couple, but we better catch them because, you know, there may be several foxes if we don't get a handle on this situation. So, but then again, Councilman Blaine, thank you for being a part of this, this governing body. And last but certainly not least, I just want people to understand that
time is up.
Okay, I'll defer to my last minute at the end of the meeting, okay?
Okay, thank you.